And this is what the rotation looks like on the latest scan. So this right here is your tornado. So that's actually, these winds going towards the radar pretty strong right now. So right there's your tornado. It would be going right over the west side of Goldsboro, Texas. There are some roadways there. Again, this at least some sort of neighborhood or at least some homes in this area that are going to be hit by this tornado as this moves down to the east, southeast, and southeast. But again, this is a tornado that is in progress right now, approaching the Novice area of Texas. Let's see if we have any sort of visual of this. Just trying to get an idea of how large this might be. Hopefully it's just like a little small tornado, but this is already a confirmed tornado that's going to be going towards Novice, Texas. Apparently there's a land spout earlier today in near Salt Lake City, Utah. It's kind of crazy. Unrelated to this, but I just saw that. And that's your tornado right there. Gonna be going towards Novice and approaching Goldsboro, Texas. It's a confirmed tornado by weather spotters. With today's environment, this could be a cone, it could be a rope, it really could be anything, but today's environment, this definitely could be a stronger tornado as this moves towards the Novice area of Texas, right into Goldsboro. And just a quick update on the other tornado warning. This one may not continue. The rotation on radar looks much broader on the one northwest of Albany. So that one's not nearly as concerning for the time being. And then the one that's back over going towards Frederick, we got a lot of thunderstorm activity here. Significant damaging wind threat approaching Davidson. So if you're in Davidson or Frederick, you need to be staying weather aware. Damaging winds upwards of 70 miles per hour will be approaching that area. Look at this significant patch of wind. 70 to 75 mile per hour winds moving north-northeast. You might be thinking tornadoes are the main concern today, but there's definitely going to be a chance for very large hail and very high damaging winds as well. And that right there would be your tornado. So it's going to be going right into Goldsboro, Texas right now. So this is still a confirmed tornado near Route 84. You're going to be approaching Novice, just southeast of Lawn here in Texas. And this is again a confirmed tornado as of right now. We are up to 19 severe thunderstorm warnings. That is a lot. We're already up to 19. I think a lot of them also are in, like, the northeast, but still. Good amount of them here are in Texas and as well as Oklahoma. If you guys do see any visual photos, videos of anything like that, you can at me on Twitter, at MaxVelocityWX. But again, that would be your tornado right there. It likes to sit in the hook echo, and that's where it is right now. So right there is where your tornado would be. And that'll be eventually moving towards the Novice area here in Texas. There is no debris signature, but you know, one thing to keep in mind, we had an EF3 tornado back over west of San Angelo the other day. You guys may have been here for that live stream, but we had a EF3 tornado west of San Angelo that was on the ground for I think about 20 or 25 minutes, and we didn't have a debris signature until probably about, I don't know, it was probably about 10 minutes into that tornado until we got a debris signature. That storm was an EF3, and we didn't have a single debris signature, again, until literally when it got to that roadway, when it actually hit buildings and stuff. This tornado might be the same sort of thing. I mean, I'm not saying it's an EF3, but you know, this rotation is moving through basically nothing. There's maybe a few farms here or something like that. It looks a little bit more, you know, populated near Goldsboro, Texas. So that tornado would be crossing right over Route 84 right now. So not seeing a debris signature, but that's what we'd be looking at here. There's at least some visual of this tornado warning cell. There is a very large base to this storm. So pretty impressive storm on its own. But this definitely could drop a tornado again. As of 7 minutes ago, which this tornado was confirmed about 7 minutes ago, didn't look like we had a visual of a tornado there, but could be on the ground right now, and it more than likely is. That rotation's still strong enough for there to be a tornado. That'd be right over Goldsboro, Texas, and that could be hitting some homes there. Let me see if I can get some sort of callouts on this. Let me see if we have any sort of locations in this area in particular. We have storm chasers today, but Connor's not live yet, and Storm Runner Media is just doing forecasting stuff right now. They're not. I think they're both in Oklahoma, so we'll hold off on them for a little bit. So we have some view of some stuff. So Goldboro, Texas has a few homes. So this tornado would have just hit at least a couple of homes near Road 498, near Route 84, near Farm to Market Road 496. So this tornado just hit those areas, if it is still indeed on the ground. But it looks like just a few homes. It's not a super populated area. Plenty of farms as well. There's a lot of farmland in this area of Goldboro, Texas. I think Novice is more populated in nature. There's a lot more homes down in Novice, Texas. Novice, Texas actually, I think, has schools, or a school. So there's a lot more people down in that area. But right now, the tornado itself would be moving right into Goldboro. It looks like it's kind of wrapping up here. So this right here would be where your tornado is. Can this pen work? There you go. It'd be right in here, right over Goldboro right now. Kind of see how it's wrapping up a little bit, though. It's kind of taking a little bit of a left-hand turn right now. And that's right over Route 84 near Goldboro. Still a very organized supercell. Pretty strong inflow as well. And we got a mess of storms right now over in north central Texas. A lot of convection here. So that's really getting going here. We even have another little shower developing near Magnum, Oklahoma. Or Mangum, Oklahoma. So a lot of storms beginning to fire up here. Whoa. That is a big uptick. This thing is intensifying. If you are in Goldsboro or near Oakland, Texas, you need to seek shelter. That is a pretty large uptick to what we were just seeing on the velocities. That is wrapping hard, and we got very strong RFD surge now in this storm. This could get large if it continues to intensify like this. This could be a big tornado. It's right now near Goldsboro. It's not no debris signature. It's not tight and confined, but that rotation really just ramped up here. So this is definitely not a storm to be messing with here. I think the initial tornado was probably small, but it looks like this. I mean, if we get a tornado with this could be pretty big. It's a big uptick on the velocities. Just south of Abilene. This is not a good situation if you are in the Lawn area or Novice, Texas. Keep in mind that this is starting to go a bit more east. It's probably going to go towards like Cross Plains and Coleman. The good news with this is, again, it's very rural. The unfortunate news is that if this does drop a large tornado, it's going to be hitting a lot of farmland and a lot of different, at least homes in this area near Novice. But that RFD surge here is much more intense than before. We have a very strong area of rotation right here. This is, again, going back one scan, there wasn't much there, but there's a big uptick on the rotation here near Goldsboro. It's not what you want to see. By the way, this is from the Storm Prediction Center. The Storm Prediction Center has expanded the moderate risk eastward across parts of Missouri due to the threat of damaging winds. Some uncertainty continues to remain regarding how numerous intense supercells will be across the risk area. So if you're wondering about that, that's why.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
We have a new tornado warning in Pennsylvania. It's going to be west of Pittsburgh. And we're not really going to cover this much, but there is an area of circulation there west of Pittsburgh. Could get maybe a small tornado out of this. Not super. This environment over here in Pennsylvania is not the same as Texas and Oklahoma. So, not as concerning as what we're talking about over here. Here's the latest velocity scan. Still got a very strong area of rotation right now over Goldsboro, Texas. Still a very concerning storm. Again, it has been confirmed back near Route 184. There was a tornado reported by a train spotter on FM 1770 and FM 382, looking north 1 to 2 miles. Visible dirt and dust being kicked around from the base. That's the latest there.